Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Samvedna Psyche. If you are in your second year of IGNOU's MAPC program focusing on applied positive psychology, this video is here to make your assignment journey smoother. Today, I'll be covering solutions for MPCE-046 applied positive psychology, breaking down each question to give you a clearer understanding of how to approach your answers. Let's dive in and make this assignment process a bit easier together. After including the front page and the question paper, you will mention the subject along with subject code and other details as shown here or as mentioned in your assignment question paper. Let's start with section A. Question 1. Describe the 6 steps in the process of research. Research is a systematic process that involves answering specific questions and contributing new knowledge. It is structured into 6 steps, that is selecting a topic and reviewing the literature, determining the methodology, collecting and analyzing data, presenting results and discussion, referencing, and preparing a research paper. First step is topic selection and review of literature. The research process begins with selecting a research-worthy topic based on originality, feasibility, and relevance to contemporary issues. The researcher explores existing theories to narrow down the topic. A thorough review of literature follows, examining journals, books, and databases such as ERIC or PubMed. This review identifies gaps in current research, clarifies the research problem, and defines the study's variables, that is, independent, dependent, and extraneous, that will shape the research's methodology. Step 2, methodology, which outlines the study's approach and strategies for data collection and analysis. It begins with defining the study's objective, followed by forming hypotheses in quantitative research, which are tested against data. The research design details whether the study is experimental, non-experimental, or quasi-experimental. Sampling methods are selected to ensure representativeness in quantitative research or information-rich cases in qualitative research. Tools such as surveys or interviews are used, and ethical issues like informed consent, confidentiality, and bias avoidance are key considerations. A research proposal is often prepared outlining the research question, objectives, methodology, and ethical concerns. Step 3, data collection, coding, and analysis. Data collection follows the finalized design utilizing tools like surveys, interviews, or experiments. Quantitative research involves coding data numerically, while qualitative research codes data thematically, identifying patterns or narratives. Analysis interprets the data to uncover patterns, relationships, or themes, which become the foundation for drawing conclusion. Step 4, results, discussion, and conclusion. In the results section, data analysis either supports or refutes hypotheses in quantitative research or addresses research questions in qualitative research. The discussion interprets these findings, comparing them with existing literature to highlight their contribution into the field. The conclusion summarizes the key findings and suggests areas for future research. Step 5, references. Proper referencing ensures that sources are credited, enhancing the transparency and credibility of the research. References should follow APA or other discipline-specific guidelines. And step 6, preparing a research paper. The final step involves writing a structured research paper that communicates the findings to the academic community. The paper includes sections such as an introduction, methodology, results, and discussions, ensuring proper citation throughout. The paper aims to disseminate findings, contribute to the knowledge base, and stimulate further research and academic discussions. Question 2. Explain the meaning of self-forgiveness and describe its determinants. Differentiate it from interpersonal forgiveness. Self-forgiveness refers to the process of forgiving oneself for past mistakes, wrongdoings, or perceived failures. It is essential for emotional healing and personal growth as it prevents the internalization of guilt and shame. The process involves acknowledging faults, taking responsibility for actions, and showing compassion towards oneself. Without self-forgiveness, individuals may suffer from chronic stress, depression, or low self-esteem. Importantly, self-forgiveness is not about excusing one's behavior, but requires deep reflection on the wrongdoing and a commitment to positive change. Determinants of self-forgiveness include self-awareness, recognizing and admitting one's mistakes without denial or justification is the first step towards self-forgiveness. Taking responsibility, accepting responsibility for actions and their consequences is essential, but individuals must avoid defining themselves solely by their mistakes. Empathy and compassion. Self compassion helps reduce harsh self criticism and fosters an understanding of the emotional or situational factors that contribute to the mistakes. Commitment to change. Genuine self forgiveness involves a commitment to personal growth and efforts to avoid repeating the same mistakes. Psychological flexibility. Adapting and learning from mistakes help individuals move past guilt and adopt a growth oriented mindset. Spiritual or religious beliefs. Many spiritual beliefs emphasize mercy and redemption, supporting the self forgiveness process. Supportive relationship. Support from friends, family, or therapists provide encouragement and valuable perspective during self forgiveness. Mental health interventions, therapies like CBT can challenge negative thought patterns and build self compassion. Differentiating between self forgiveness from interpersonal forgiveness. There are various differences and they differ on the following points. First, on focus, self forgiveness is inward about reconciling with personal values, while interpersonal forgiveness is outward, focused on forgiving others for their wrongdoings. Emotional dynamics. Self forgiveness involves overcoming guilt and self blame, whereas interpersonal forgiveness deals with emotions like anger, hurt, and betrayal. Responsibility. In self forgiveness, individuals take responsibility for their actions and recognize their potential for growth, while interpersonal forgiveness often involves the wrongdoer seeking forgiveness from the victim. Outcome. Self forgiveness results in internal peace and self acceptance, whereas interpersonal forgiveness can lead to restored relationships or the release of resentment. Reconciliation. Self forgiveness involves making peace with oneself, while interpersonal forgiveness may or may not lead to reconciliation, depending on the relationship. And lastly, empathy. Self forgiveness fosters self compassion and understanding of one's imperfections, while interpersonal forgiveness involves empathy for the wrongdoer. Thus, self forgiveness is a personal and healing process that fosters personal growth, emotional resilience, and self compassion. It is distinct from interpersonal forgiveness as its focus is inward, aiming for internal peace and self acceptance. Question 3. Explain different strategies to manage emotions effectively. How do positive emotions influence our well being? Effectively managing emotions is crucial for mental and physical well being. Implementing strategies enables individuals to address negative emotions constructively while fostering positive feelings. The following strategies are essential for managing emotions. First one, emotion focused coping. This strategy prioritizes addressing emotions over the stressor itself, and the key methods include emotional processing. Recognizing and understanding one's emotions aids in managing responses effectively. For instance, acknowledging anxiety about a job interview can lead to proactive steps like practicing interview skills. Emotional expression, sharing feelings through communication, writing, or creative activities can relieve emotional burdens and improve mental health. Studies show that expressing emotions correlates with lower stress level. Behavioral activation system or BAS. Engaging with emotions promotes adaptive coping behaviors leading to better psychological outcomes. Addressing emotions rather than avoiding them supports improved emotional management. Next is enhancing emotional intelligence EI. EI involves perceiving, using, understanding and managing emotions effectively. And the key components include self-awareness. Recognizing one's emotions help identify triggers and patterns, facilitating better emotional management. Self-regulation. Techniques such as mindfulness and relaxation exercises help manage emotions, leading to emotional stability. Motivation. Positive emotions drive goal setting and persistence, enhancing productivity. Empathy. Understanding others' emotions fosters supportive relationships and appropriate responses to emotional needs. Social skills. Effective communication and conflict resolution contribute to healthier interactions and social support networks. Socio-emotional selectivity theory. Proposed by Laura Carstensen, this theory explains how emotional priorities change with age. It includes selective focus. Older adults tend to prioritize positive emotions and experiences, becoming more aware of their time limitations. This shift enhances mental health by promoting meaningful life experiences. Adaptive benefits. Focusing on positive experiences can lead to greater emotional resilience and well being. Emotional storytelling. This involves sharing personal experiences related to stress or trauma, and it includes cathartic effect. Sharing emotional experiences provides therapeutic relief and aids in processing emotional burdens, improving mental health. Cognitive processing. Narrating experiences that helps organize thoughts and find meanings, contribute to emotional healing and growth. Social reintegration. Sharing stories fosters community and belonging, strengthening social connections crucial for emotional well-being. Influence of positive emotions on well-being. Positive emotions significantly enhance overall well-being through various mechanisms. Physical resources. They boost physical health by improving immune function and reducing illness symptoms, leading to better cardiovascular health and lower blood pressure. Psychological resources. Positive emotions foster resilience and effective coping strategies, helping individuals maintain a positive outlook and manage stress proactively. Social resources. They strengthen social connections, providing essential emotional support and contributing to a sense of belonging, which buffers against stress and enhances happiness. Broaden and build theory. Positive emotions expand cognitive and behavioral repertoires, encouraging exploration, creativity, and lasting social connections for a richer life. Everyday positive experiences. Engaging in simple, enjoyable activities promotes positive emotions, enhancing happiness and life satisfaction through daily pleasures. In conclusion, positive emotions play a crucial role in enhancing physical health, psychological resilience, social connections, and overall life satisfaction. Section B, question 4, explain the concept of self and describe different aspects of self. The concept of self refers to how individuals perceive, define, and understand their identity, encompassing personal characteristics, social roles, beliefs, thoughts, and behaviors. The self perception evolves through interactions and experiences, becoming more nuanced from childhood to adulthood, influenced by both internal evaluations and external feedback from family, friends, and society. Different aspects of self include personal and social self. The personal self includes unique attributes, qualities, and values such as abilities and beliefs. For example, one may identify as creative or disciplined. The social self relates to roles in society, like being a sibling or community member, reflecting on how individuals believe others perceive them and is shaped by societal norms. Together, both aspects contribute to overall identity. Self as subject and object. The self can be viewed as a subject, active and making decisions. For example, I am studying. And as an object, passively influenced by external factors like I felt hurt. Both perspectives are vital for understanding self awareness and self concept development. Cognitive and behavioral self. The cognitive self encompasses self awareness and beliefs, focusing on internal thought processes shaping self perception. The behavioral self involves actions and behaviors influenced by thoughts and interactions, essential for self regulation and adapting to challenges. The concept of self includes various elements, including personal traits, social roles, cognitive processes, and behavioral responses, all of which shape an individual's identity. Question 5. Describe the 10 criteria based on which the list of virtues and character strengths were arrived at. The 6A classification identifies 10 criteria for defining virtues and character strengths that contribute to a fulfilling and meaningful life, developed by Christopher Peterson and Martin Seligman to ensure universal recognition and moral value. A strength contributes to a fulfilling life. Strengths enhance personal and collective well being, enabling meaningful living. A strength is morally valued in its own right. Strengths are intrinsically good, pursued for their own sake rather than for external rewards. The strength inspires admiration, not envy. Strengths like kindness and perseverance motivate others to emulate them, fostering a positive social environment. A strength has a meaningful opposite. Each strength has a clear opposite, such as bravery versus cowardice, highlighting their significance. A strength is observable and relatively stable. Strengths are reflected in thoughts and actions and show stability over time, with some, like bravery, appearing in specific contexts. A strength is distinct from other strengths. Each strength is unique, not a blend of others, as exemplified by the exclusion of patients from the final list. Cultural exemplification of strengths. Strengths are celebrated in cultural narratives and teachings, like Harish Chandra for honesty. Prodigies or role models demonstrate strengths. Certain individuals exemplify strengths, serving as strong evidence of their importance. Some individuals lack particular strengths. Some individuals may lack particular strengths, leading to maladaptive behaviors often seen in personality disorders. Societal institutions promote the development of strengths. Schools and organizations cultivate strengths through activities that foster leadership and teamwork. Thus, these criteria ensure 6A strengths are universally recognized and essential for personal fulfillment and social well being. Question 6. Describe aspects of self regulation and explain self regulated learning. Aspects of self regulation involves managing thoughts, emotions, and behaviors to achieve goals through effective goal setting and strategy implementation. And its main aspects include goal intentions. These are specific objectives individuals aim to achieve, providing motivation and direction. For example, setting a goal to lose weight helps focus efforts. However, effective self regulation requires detailed planning to translate these goals into actionable steps. Implementation intentions. After setting goals, implementation intentions involve developing concrete actions and strategies to achieve them. This includes creating specific plans, such as scheduling workouts or study sessions, which help transitions from intentions to actual behavior, automating actions, and reducing the need for constant self control. Emotional self regulation, it focuses on managing emotions to support goal achievement. Effective emotional self regulation enables appropriate responses to situations instead of impulsive reactions, such as controlling anger during stressful times to maintain focus and foster positive relationships. Behavioral self regulation, this involves adjusting action based on long term goals and values, ensuring behavior aligns with personal objectives and promoting consistent progress. Self regulated learning, SRL. It combines various processes for effective learning and academic success, including planning. Self regulated learners set clear, achievable goals and develop detailed plans, including prioritizing tasks and establishing routines, enhancing organization, and focus on academic objectives. Problem solving. SRL involves using strategies to overcome obstacles and achieve goals, with learners adapting their approaches based on performance. For instance, if a student struggles with a concept, they might seek additional resources or adjust study methods. Self-evaluation, regularly assessing progress, is crucial for SRL. This involves monitoring performance and reflecting on strategies, allowing learner to adjust behavior to improve outcomes. Self-regulation and self-regulated learning enable individuals to align their actions with goals and adapt to changes, fostering long-term success. Question 7. Describe the benefits of mindfulness. Mindfulness, characterized by being fully present and engaged in the moment, offers substantial benefits in various life aspects. Mindfulness and well-being. Mindfulness enhances overall well-being across emotional, psychological, and social domains. Mindfulness enriches experiences, promotes effective self-regulation, and improves life satisfaction and quality of relationships. Mindfulness and physical health. Mindfulness meditation boosts immune function and aids in managing chronic conditions like pain, heart disease, and diabetes. It is associated with improved cardiovascular health, better weight management, and effective stress reduction techniques. Mindfulness and cognitive functioning. Mindfulness enhances attention, memory, and decision making. It reduces anxiety, fosters metacognitive awareness, and improves sleep related functioning, which supports better emotional regulation. Mindfulness, emotional well being, and psychological health. Mindfulness fosters self acceptance and positive self esteem, increasing emotional intelligence and reduces stress. Mindfulness interventions enhance subjective well being and lower negative emotional outcomes. Mindfulness and social well being. Mindfulness improves interpersonal relationships by managing stress, enhancing emotional expressions, and reducing conflicts. It promotes empathy and leads to healthier and more satisfying social interactions. Thus, mindfulness significantly enhances self regulation, health, cognitive abilities, emotional stability, and social relationships. Question 8. Explain positive parenting. Describe the ways to practice positive parenting. Positive parenting emphasizes creating a supportive and nurturing environment through positive reinforcement and constructive communication, focusing on child's strengths rather than shortcomings. It fosters a warm, responsive relationship that enhances overall well being and growth. Parents are encouraged to model desired behaviors, being self aware and emotionally supportive while fostering empathy. Ways to practice positive parenting. First one, safe and stimulating environment. Establish a safe, secure, and stimulating environment that encourages exploration and learning, promoting emotional bonds and resilience. Realistic expectations. Set balanced, realistic expectations based on each child's unique identity and developmental stage, acknowledging that children are not extension of their parents. Positive discipline. Use positive discipline strategies that prioritize clear communication and empathy, setting boundaries while reinforcing positive behaviors without resorting to punishment or shaming. Self care for parents. Prioritize self care to manage stress and maintain well being, enabling parents to be more attentive and effective while modeling healthy behaviors for their children. Mindfulness in parenting. Practice mindfulness to stay aware of emotions and behaviors during interactions, promoting a calm environment where children feel valued and understood. Positive parenting builds trusting relationships between parents and children, balancing structure and freedom, allowing for the development of confident and responsible individuals. Section C, question 9, happiness pie chart. The happiness pie chart by Lubomirsky indicates that 50% of happiness is genetic, 10% from life circumstances, and 40% from intentional activities. By focusing on 40%, individuals can engage in positive actions to enhance well being and counteract hedonic adaptations, which diminishes joy over time. Components of self efficacy, there are four components. First, cognitive component, which involves problem solving and strategic flexibility. Next, motivational, which is persistence in challenges and attributing failures to controllable factors. Third, emotional, reducing negative emotions through coping techniques. And fourth, physical, improving health and psychological well being. Question 11, four waves of resilience research. Resilience research has developed through four phases. First wave identifies traits like internal locus of control. Wave 2 explores interactions between personal and environmental factors. Wave 3 applies findings to create interventions. And Wave 4 investigates resilience at cellular and neural levels. Question 12, learned optimism. Developed by Seligman, it involves shifting from a pessimistic to an optimistic explanatory style, viewing negative events as external and unstable. This approach enhances resilience and hope, measuring by tools like the attributional style questionnaires. Question 13, neurobiology of hope. This involves brain systems that regulate goal directed behavior. The behavioral activation system, or BAS, encourages approach behavior linked to dopamine, while the behavioral inhibition system, BIS, manages responses to punishment, thus both influencing hope and motivation. Question 14, flow and engagement. Flow is a peak experience of immersion in activities, while engagement is a sustained state of vigor and dedication in work. Although flow contributes to engagement, engagement is a broader concept reflecting consistent motivation. Question 15, Sternberg's triangular theory of love. This theory posits that love consists of intimacy, passion, and commitment. Different combinations form different types of love, with all three components representing an ideal relationship, while the absence can lead to dissatisfaction. Question 16, activity theory of aging. This theory suggests that as people age and face life challenges, they should pursue new, less strenuous activities to maintain engagement and self worth, supporting overall life satisfaction. Question 17, Diathesis-stress model. Proposed by Rubinstein, this model explains stress as the interaction between genetic predispositions and environmental factors. Inherent vulnerabilities become significant when triggered by stressors, illustrating the joint influence of biological and situational factors. Question 18, post-traumatic growth. The term coined by Tedeschi and Calhoun, post-traumatic growth refers to positive changes following adversity, such as increased personal strength and improved relationships. Unlike resilience, which is about bouncing back, post traumatic growth signifies transformative growth and meaning making after trauma. With this, we conclude the assignment solutions for MPC 046 Applied Positive Psychology. I hope the explanations provided support you in completing your assignment confidently. If you found this video helpful, consider sharing it with your batchmates to help them as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any questions.